Can
you see it?
I think you can kind of see it. That's not, wait, let me, I'll change to the angle. Whoa. We didn't do an intro. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dean Callan Show on the Bartenders Broadcast Network, BBN. I'm your host today, Dean Callan. And wait, I'm looking at the camera. And today we're going to be talking about the UKBG, the wonderful competition they've got coming up next week. But as you've already seen, I've got Adamo here, so I might as well just cut straight back to the two of us.
Okay.
Hey! I'm a bit rusty, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling a bit rusty. How are you?
Same. Yeah, pandemic I think has affected everyone. So
yeah. From
the temperature outside, she's we got a massive storm coming up very soon. And
that's what my mother-in-law told me this morning. Today's the calm between the storms.
Yeah.
It was windy last night.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fox in my front garden, and it was actually the wind that catapulted all the bins with the rubbish inside. Yeah.
Oh, the bins. Okay. I thought you said beans.
No.
I thought you were like growing your own vegetables.
No. Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, but it's good to be here.
Yeah.
This nice shed, very exciting. I always saw it from there. But actually seeing you today from here, which is
exactly. It's a different story.
Yeah.
I forgot to turn these lights down. They're burning a hole in my head on the camera, but otherwise we're good. I think we're good.
Super.
So yeah, are you excited?
Very excited for different reasons. First of all, to be here, obviously, and second, because we just launched the latest competition contest from the UKBG in collaboration with JSS, which is a Shochu and Sake producer association. So we will focus on two main categories of Japanese.
Okay, so just to clarify, you're about to go straight into the competition, explaining it all.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Did you get a little bit nervous and just start saying all the things you had planned to say?
So it's great.
I think this calls for us to sit down and have a little taste of something.
Yes.
Do you want to have a taste of something?
Yeah, let's break the ice.
Hey, look, Tiziana.
Oh,
Tiziana, your wife or
my sister? Yeah.
Sister. Okay. Same surname. So if anyone's watching, see the comments. We are going to do a little bit of housekeeping. We are going to do our best to stay on top of these comments.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, let us know. Come through, and then we'll do our best to kind of keep on top of it. Also, having done so many live feeds before, if you're getting terrible audio, now is the time to let us know. Because I'll tell you what, looking at this, it sounds nice.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. You sound amazing. Ooh, you could be a solo singer, and with that deep, kind of clear voice of yours. Right, so. Let's have a little taste of something, and then we'll get into the competition. And then, what have you?
So those are the main sponsors of the contest. So we have two categories of Japanese drinking culture. So we have one Awamori. Yeah.
Okay, which one's best for breakfast?
I will go for probably this.
Yeah,
this one. Yeah, it's a Kome Shochu. Kome Shochu is basically rice. So it's Honkaku Shochu, which is the other category that we're going to talk about at the seminar. Honkaku Shochu is a single distilled Shochu. Okay. So you can have a single distilled and multiple distilled Shochu. So
this would be like
this category. Yeah.
This would be like I guess it's not really a whiskey version of that. This would be kind of the more single malty. You're getting all the viscosity, you're getting all the flavour.
You keep all of those. Yeah.
The body.
Come back. See the fragrance of the rice that comes out.
Yeah, I'm getting a strong fermentation sort of flavour. With not in the kind of sense that you would with baijiu or something like that, but there's definitely like a
lots of sweetness comes out, and I just love these. I find it. I usually call it companion Shochu because it's good to sip and talk, and
it makes you feel like you're getting a cuddle. Nice warm pillow.
Very fresh.
I see what you mean. Oh yeah, okay, wow.
Clean.
It's much smoother, cleaner than the nose would have suggested. Yeah. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more.
Then you get something a bit more structure, especially with the Awamori, that we will maybe touch it.
I get a nice aniseed note. It's good.
Yeah.
Like if someone hadn't told you, it could be like quite a watered down sort of pastis on the finish in the mouth.
Yeah, I like to drink it with just on ice. I like it neat. I like it neat. If I have to add any ice, it's just a really small cube to dilute it a little bit, but I don't think you need much dilution. And other thing is, with as an eyeball really.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Right,
so now we've had a drink. I just wanted to slow it down and cover a couple of things. So for me, the things I wanted to cover today, you've got a competition coming up with the UKBG, right? So for people that don't really know you, what is your kind of role within the UKBG?
So I'm part of the UKBG board, and I cover all the operation and logistics and all the events. Started in May last year, and we just successfully finished the National Cocktail Competition 2021. It was about a month ago. Yeah, exactly, just under a month ago. It was a great experience. We had 3 seminars, we had 5 semifinals, and then final all over the country. So it was great, and this is what I'm doing for the UKBG. So I'm very happy to support them, and I learned a lot from them. There's a lot of history behind that I would like you to obviously to follow. Then we're going to talk about the membership, how to become a member, and learn more or ask and get something from them. So we're not only asking you to become members, we are giving you something. We're offering training, seminars, obviously competitions, discounts with our partner like Oshizaki or
okay, so the competition next month, isn't it?
Yeah, the final will be 1 day only on the 14th of March. But every competition that UKBG organizes, there's always a training or a seminar before. Now, the focus of the UKBG is giving knowledge to people. It's not we're not known to be an activation company that only program and execute competition. Yep. We give training, we give knowledge to people. That's why every time there is something organized by the UKBG, is always a training or a seminar before that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I've got people saying that the internet is stuttering, so I'm not getting any feedback here. But just this is what happens with the live feeds. I'm just going to double check to see if there's anything I can do to try to fix that. Yeah, see, it does seem. It says I've got good streaming here. It doesn't seem to have any issues on this side. The internet's strong. I don't know what I can do while still live. So guys, I'm just going to try to drop this stream quality a little bit. So if this cuts out, we'll cut it back in. But I'm just thinking that might actually help. Right. Now, I'm hoping this has worked, right? So if it hasn't, let us know. We've done our best here. We've got it down kind of as low as we can kind of get away with. And what we might do is just try to press on so that we're not lagging too much. If you are watching this and you really need every tiny detail, I'm also recording this as a backup. And the backup recording should hopefully have none of these issues. So at the end, when the live feed has ended, I'll upload an edited version that's better quality. Is that okay? Yeah. Just if you can even hear me.
If they miss anything, they can always contact us.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'll be
all right. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to have a second look at this. I'm going to cut just to you, and if you can do me a favor, explain first of all how does someone who's got no connection to the UKBG sign up to UKBG, and once they have, how do they then enter the competition?
Yeah.
Right.
So there are basically 4 very simple steps to become to win any of our competitions. But to become a member is the first step you need to do. It's free. All you need to do is go on the UKBG website. You go on I'll show you this. I'll just repeat for you. You go on the UKBG website. You know how much you can see there. Top right, there's a drop-down list, membership, and then is where you become a member. So what you need to do is actually an appeal for current members as well. When you enter all your details, so personal details and work details, please enter them correctly, because we did find some little errors on addresses and also phone numbers. Lots of phone numbers are missing. It is crucial to have your phone numbers on the membership, because we might contact you via text message or WhatsApp or whatever it is. Now, for this current competition, we have just shipped over 60 sample packs all over the UK. Some of them are due today, some other tomorrow, but there's only 9 left. So more than 50 people already received the sample pack. The 9 people that haven't have been, 6 of those have been texted this morning by myself with an update, and there's only 3 persons that haven't been texted, 2 in London and 1 in Edinburgh, and because the parcel is still at the depot, DPD depot. Okay, so please enter your phone numbers, and if you ever move house or change phone number, please let us know as soon as possible, because we need to update our system, making sure that if we need to contact you for any reason, we have the right information. So this is, it's very, very straightforward. Obviously, as I say, earlier on, to once you become a member, we don't do that just because we want people, but the more we are, the stronger we are. And the stronger we are, the more we can create, the more we can offer. Now, as I said before, membership is free. You can get lots of trainings. You get lots of information. You can enter competition. You can just follow a seminar. You can receive your free sample pack, which we normally provide when we do a seminar. And finally, you can get discounts with our partner.
Like discounts.
Oshizaki is one of our partners. Support us all throughout 2021 and started with another beautiful collaboration now, mixing class at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a great to be a member, and we won't bombarding you with lots of emails. We will inform you when something new comes up or something changes within the UKBG association. Let's call it like that. And that's pretty much, yeah.
I think I may
have... very simple.
I think I may have fixed it. All right. So is that better? It's looking better. So I got a couple of comments saying we're kind of back and we've got good audio again.
Cool. Fantastic.
Which is great. Right. So, you've just mentioned, I missed some of that.
So fine. You can watch a playback. You're recording, right?
I will. I'll watch the playback. So you said that, the more people you've got, the stronger you are, right? And the UKBG is about everybody working together to share knowledge, to share ideas, to share information. For me, I've been in the bar industry 20 years. It was a long time ago when I first entered. And when I first entered, I felt like some elements of the International Bartenders Association, I felt like were outside of my kind of area of expertise or were a different style. I came up working in cocktail bars where everything was muddled. They weren't like 5-star hotels where everything was pristine. It was kind of messy nightclub environments. And you looked at an International Bartenders Association competition and the guys were like, doing these ones. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. See, I'm already in trouble. I'm not even able to demonstrate what my perception of it was. Right. So they're holding up the bottle and they're presenting the bottle, and then they would pour a certain way, and they'd have white gloves. And I was entering competitions where I was stripping down to my underwear to music and, distilling my own stuff and doing wild shit, jumping off of bridges. And, so is it still the same? Is there still a regimented kind of controlled system for competition? Or if I entered this competition, would I be able to kind of be a bit more free? Do I need to wear white gloves?
Absolutely not. That is a little bit old school.
Yep.
You can wear your white gloves, but they won't be on the judging, on the scoring sheet, on the judging panel. They won't judge you if you're wearing white gloves.
Okay.
Or
they're not going to judge you for not wearing white gloves.
Look, a small example. The final that we just finished now at the Prince Akatoki Hotel. One of the contestants went behind the bar with a scarf around his forehead, which he then pulled down and competed like that, part of the competition. So, we never really say, you got to wear a suit, you need to wear this, wear that. We'll never ask that. It's not that style of. What we judge people on is the hospitality, the service. Obviously the taste of the drink, the look of it.
Yeah.
But we will never judge for what you look like.
Yeah.
If you shave, if you don't shave, and obviously you need to be clean when you work. You need to be clean when you work.
Yeah. And you need to clean your station after.
Yeah, clean your station after. But this is part of the hospitality. But we won't ask you to wear a uniform or things like this.
Okay, very cool. And as far as, have you started covering the competition?
Yeah, but you stopped me.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so let's cover the competition again. So next week we've got a seminar, and if you're a member of the UKBG, you get to come along to and watch the seminar, right?
Yeah.
And it's on a Shochu masterclass and
our Honkaku Shochu, not just Shochu.
Honkaku, okay.
Yeah.
Not all Shochu.
Not all Shochu. Honkaku Shochu, which is a single distilled
but
Shochu.
That's like the most dominant style, right?
Yeah. And Awamori, which is another distilled spirits, come from originally from Okinawa in Japan.
And it's the Japanese Shochu Society is
Yeah.
is sponsoring the whole thing.
Yeah,
or
the
is it part of it?
JSS. Yeah,
Which means
Japanese
that-
Sake and Soshu Producer Association. JSS.
JSS. So, but the JSS is Japanese Social and Sake.
Sake and Soshu Makers Association. Sorry.
Okay. Right. So because they're sponsoring it, it's not tied to exactly one brand. It's tied to kind of the category.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
Okay,
about
cool.
category. There's two categories: Honkaku Soshu and Awamori. So those are the two products that we will have on display on Monday, the 21st, from 11 a.m. UK time, and then one Awamori as well.
So Monday, people will find out the exact brands that you're going to
They
have on
will
site?
know now, because
Mhm.
this is an announcement that we're making today, and what they can use. Because obviously, I know we will do the seminar will be on Monday, but you can already start to play with your products. Some of you probably have those in your bar or in your home, or you can go and buy today, buy tomorrow, if you already know
And if
more
they
or less.
don't have it in their bar, and they're not able to get the exact shochus you're using in time, what do they do then? So I live in Scapa in Scotland, right? And my local distributor doesn't have all of the different shochus. What do I do there?
Yeah, today we will publish lots of websites, wholesalers, and shops where you can find it all over the UK. So you will make sure that obviously, London and the big cities like Leeds, I don't know, Southampton, Manchester, the Edinburgh as well, and then up in Scotland, Glasgow, it will be easier to find those products or those categories, sorry. But apart from that, you will receive lots of information where you can buy those. Yeah.
Okay. And if they're going out and buying them, they can bring the one that they bought along?
So yeah,
or-
basically what we will ask you, those people that receive a sample packet home, okay, other people, I think we sent, I think it was 64 or 65 sample packs. But then since then, we had another probably 10 people that subscribe to the competition. Now, to the seminar, sorry. If you want to apply for the competition, you will have to use one of those 5 style of social. One of those 4 styles of social and the Awamori. I will cover those now so you know what you can use. If you haven't got any at home, we will inform you about where to get those, and you can get started. Now, if you make it to the final, and for example you go and buy this not these particular brands, but a Kokuto Soshu. Kokuto is a black Japanese sugar. Kokuto is means black sugar in Japanese. Or you have this muji, which is the barley. Then we have imo, which is a sweet potato. And then finally we have the rice, which is called kome. Okay, now again, you don't need to get this one called shiro. You can get any Honkaku Soshu with the base of rice, or any Kokuto Soshu with any Kokuto, any Soshu with the base of brown sugar, and so on.
Yep.
Again, we will inform all of you today about those categories and inform you about the Awamori at the same time.
Okay, very cool. So they've found the product that they're going to use. They've practiced in their bar. They enter by entering their recipe to you guys, or how do you enter?
Yes, so you online when you go on the UKBG website, you can find one of the.
We'll put a link on the.
One on the drop-down list. You will find. We will send the link and everything. You will find where to enter to the competition. So events, and then you will find the top one is the actual the great contest.
And do you need to be a member of the UKBG to enter?
Yeah, always. Anything that is involved with the UKBG, you need to be members. But look, there's 4 steps really. One is become a member, which is free. Another
so
one
it's
is
free to be a member.
Is free.
Okay.
The second free step is to subscribe to the seminar.
Yep.
And again, it's free. The third is create, submit a recipe, which is free.
Yeah, you could just wing it.
Yeah,
on
all
the
you need to
recipe.
pay for is some obviously the ingredients that you use in your
trial.
in your cocktail. But now, obviously, if you decide to use an awamori and then you make it to the final, we will reimburse you for the money that you spend on the bottle of awamori or the bottle of kokuto, mugi, imo, or kome. Okay, so
And
we
you
will
don't need to do one cocktail for each. You just choose which one you like.
one
or which one
cocktail.
you've got.
You will have to present at the final one cocktail per judge. We will have 4 judges and 1 extra for the photography.
Okay, so wait, 5 altogether.
Yeah.
How much time do they have to make 5 cocktails?
We gave, you know what? I don't remember.
Ooh,
We found out.
we'll put
I
that
think
in
we
there.
gave 10 or 12 minutes.
10 or 12 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's loads of time.
Yeah.
It's
It's under the scorecard that you can download under the rules and
UKBG.
regulation. Yeah, again, website.
all on the same event
Yeah,
page,
yeah. Yeah, I think
Okay,
it's
cool.
10 or 12 minutes we gave on that. 10 minutes, sorry, 10 minutes.
Now, so I'm making a cocktail. I got 10 minutes to make 5 cocktails, right? Which is like considerably more than people would have given in kind of rematch or something like that, right? Obviously, you make a mess in rematch. You're not even making cocktails really. I turn up on the day. I've brought my own bottle just to make sure that I've got the right kind of stuff that I had as a backbone. You're supplying Awamori and all the different products on the day, right?
Yes.
So I could even test the recipe, see if my recipe works even better in a different product.
Yeah, no, well, obviously, if you decide to buy any awamori, bring that to the final because obviously flavor profile they do change.
Yeah.
Like you take a vodka, you take a gin, a whiskey, they do differ between brands. Yeah.
And then I've turned up on the day. I've got my box of ingredients and everything like that. Now I read that there was a throwing element in the competition. Now what's the throwing? What do I
So what we asked bartender is to make sure that the technique that they will use is so their execution of the cocktail will be done by throwing. Now you cannot shake it, you cannot stir it, you cannot build it. You have to throw it. Now we already sent a couple of links to some YouTube tutorials where you can learn a little bit about that. There's so many. There are plenty from different figure industry figures. Sorry. Now, reason why is that when you play with something like this, a product like this, like a low ABV in a way, because they all vary between 25 and 30% ABV, and it's a white spirit, so unaged. So the flavor profile, we just saw this, is very light, very fragrant, and you start to add the wrong ingredients inside, too many ingredients, and you start to shake it, you give too much dilution, you just you kill you lose it. You kill the flavor profile of the product itself. So we just wanted to put one rule that by experience we noticed that if you shake it too much, you just lose it. Now by throwing it, obviously you will add some dilution, but you will limit that as well.
Throwing, okay. So just to clarify, right? If I want to be cheeky, and I take like citrus and egg white and mix a cocktail together, and I do my shaking, right? And I've shaken it, even dry shake, and I pour my now frothy kind of emulsified base into 5 different highballs, right? If I then added ice to it, I might do a little kind of what if I was being cheeky, right? So do you want to have one? Shall we?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Mess around. Right, so you're going to tell me if I'm able to get away with this, right? So I've got my ingredients. Oh, I should have known that I didn't have any citrus in the bar. But I've put my ice in, right? Oh, do I get in trouble for using my hands with the ice?
No anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, as long as you use your white gloves.
As long as I use my white gloves. Okay, so these pieces of ice haven't been trimmed. So I'm just going to trim them, get them to the right size. So I've put my piece of ice, right, in the glass. I should have known better than to pick that glass. but I'm in a competition. I'm super nervous. Now I'm thinking along the lines of people might want to shake. People might have a fizz in mind. They might have their preconceptions of what they're going to do. So if I then take an ingredient and like I put some sugar and I put some citrus. In this case, I don't have any citrus, but I'm just going to mess around. So I'm going to use as my substitute for citrus. I'm just going to use some tonic water. This is going to be terrible, right? So I got sugar and tonic water, and then I'm like going to add a cherry on the top because I'm kind of not being too serious about anything. And again, I haven't used tongs because I want just a little bit of cherry jizz on there. Can you say jizz in the competition and not get in trouble?
Oh, me, juice.
Jizz.
Ah, jizz. I thought you were taking the juice.
Juice. Right, so we got those two. Now imagine I've got a citrus and I've got egg white and different things that I want to shake, right? And I do my shake, right? This is going to be terrible. And then now I've shaken an ingredient and I'm putting it in, right?
Yeah.
So I've got my shaken frothy base, which is just so that I can get my egg white into my kind of fizz concept that I got going. And then I build. Now, if I'm throwing, do I have to throw into a mixing glass, or can I use a traditional shaker tin?
It's really up to you the way you
It's up
throw
to
it.
you?
You can do it between two glasses, two tins. What you just show me, the mixing glass here. It's really up to you how you do it, and whether you find it comfortable and easy as well. We just wanted to reassure everybody that I know that some people might not feel very comfortable to do the throwing, but if you look at the scoring sheet, the scores that you get by throwing, the maximum scores is 10 points
Okay.
out of 140 total. So if you miss
It's
that,
only a
if you
small
don't get,
element.
if you only get 5 out of 10, you won't lose the competition because of that. But reason why it's not a throwing competition, it's a competition that has throwing as
as an element.
as an element.
All right, so now I'm putting my ice in one, and I'm going to build my drink into other. Can I use which one? do you
Yeah,
have?
maybe
Oh,
we can go for this.
all right.
Yeah,
This is
the
not
barley.
This is not me being a professional at all. I'm literally just messing about. Right. So. Bitters, I might put a bit of Blandy's 10-year-old Budello in there, right? Just to give it a bit more funk. I don't even know what this is going to taste like at all, right? And then anything else I can think of? No, let's just go with that. Oh wait, I've got a better idea than just going with that. I'm going to put a top secret, doesn't exist.
This is something you distilled here. Or?
No, this is an aged product. But I sign a lot of NDAs.
Product.
I sign a lot of NDAs. Right, so I'm gonna take one of these jobbies.
Yeah.
And then if I were to say, for example, like just do this one, and I hold my piece of ice back with my Cocktail Kingdom strainer, which everyone loves. Every time I use it, everyone's. And I can just start. Would that one or two little throws count as throwing?
Yeah.
So I can go.
Maybe more than one.
So like you'd say like 3 to get the
Yeah,
aeration?
three will be great.
So let's say we do. You just keep it as simple as that.
Obviously, you can practice at home with just water, and then maybe try to move around a little bit. Again,
Yeah,
don't feel
messing about in
obliged.
here.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of text here. Yeah.
Like literally, like the DJ Dex headphones are right there. I actually thought I was going to get caught on them. So then I've basically put my base spirit thrown, so it's a little bit more diluted than it normally would. Dry shaked the emulsified ingredients, and I could, if I wanted to. This is basically just a, tonic, really. But I could then add my carbonic acid to get those last little bit of emulsify to kick up. And I kind of made a fizz.
Yeah.
But I just found a creative way to integrate.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that would be okay.
That would be okay. Yeah,
All
because obviously, you obviously you can't just add egg white or any emulsifier like this. You need to kind of
You
work
need to
it,
find
work
a
it.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if someone didn't want to do that because they're going to do 5, they could get themselves one of these, which I highly recommend. This is a battery operated. Look at that. No wires.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
It's super.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah, it's great.
And it lasts for a while. Look, feel the quality. Feel the
Wow,
quality.
it's quite heavy as well.
Yeah, it's solid.
KitchenAid.
KitchenAid. It wasn't cheap. I'm not going to lie. My wife bought it for me for Christmas. Right. So, and then a metal straw. Hashtag sustainability. Right. Are you going to try to drink this with me?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. So I did that just to demonstrate, like, because in my head, being, I know it's been a while now, but I used to compete in competitions, and I love pushing the boundaries of what I can get away with. I think personally, if you do that a little bit, the judges will remember you, and that's one of the key things about competitions. You're meeting all these new people. If they're competing, they're going to be around for a while because they're usually career bartenders.
Absolutely. One thing I wanted to add is
Cheers.
don't overcomplicate. Cheers. Don't overcomplicate your ideas. Yeah. Obviously, we all bartenders. We all come from that background. But at the same time, if you read one of the key discussion of oh, thank you.
A pinch of salt.
Thanks. So what we ask everybody is to focus on on one concept for this competition, which is a philosophy of Ma, which is a Japanese philosophy of the less is more.
So keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Think yes.
I mean, it's a Japanese philosophy, but it's a philosophy of life, really. If you think about, you're talking to people and you having conversation, the less you say can actually come out as a, the better interaction. This is why we decided to come up with this Japanese concept. It all came from, I worked in Japanese environments for quite a lot of years. Over 7 years, and I work with Japanese products for a long time, especially with this type of products. Not only with whiskeys, gin, and vodka, which are full strength, with these products which are kind of low ABV in a way. And then even an Amaro is a low ABV, a vermouth is a low ABV, but they are so rich. And so flavorsome and sweet, lots of botanicals, lots of herbs.
There's a lot more sugar in an Amaro.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. But the flavor itself is quite intense. So if you mix it with other things, you can still get the flavor of the Amaro, of the bitter, of the vermouth. But when you use those and you mix it with too many things, you add lots of fruit juices, lots of citrus, lots of sugary things, it will disappear. That's why we asking everybody to follow that Japanese philosophy of Ma, so the less is more. Think about that when you create your recipe and you work on something. This is a philosophy of life again, but make sure that you focus on that when you create your.
So keeping it nice and simple, not too many ingredients, and make sure that the base ingredients shines through. That's
yes, obviously, yeah. There's a minimum that we ask everybody to put in the cocktail that is to have, and yeah.
And the philosophy of Ma, if people are going out to research that, are you going to be giving them some? You're going to be giving some training, a little bit of insight into that before the competition entries close.
Yeah, well, on Monday, Don Lee will cover that. I don't want to say too much about those product production and everything because I don't want to,
Monday might be different ones. I think there's a blind tasting.
It's a blind tasting on Monday. Yeah, exactly. But I just brought a range of products that if you want to use those, feel free to. We will send you the links on those. But going back on the Ma. Again, I don't want to say too much because I want Don Lee to cover that. Okay. But it's the less is more. If you take it like this, so the less you use, the less you complicate your life, and the more you get out of it, and the quicker you get out of it. One thing I wanted to mention as well, when we talked earlier.
Commented. We got a comment from the president of the UKBG, right? How's that?
Where is he?
Right. So I can push a button and the comments come up. I would have done more of that, It's just that, like, you know, this one's positive. It's good now. A lot of them were,
cool.
were
Yeah,
the guys telling us that the sound was clipping.
Fantastic.
It was like in and out.
Talking about Claudia, actually, I just wanted to mention one of her motto, if I may, is there's no winner or loser.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's just an appeal to those people that want to, you know, new bartenders, old bartenders, people that never did a competition. There's no winner or loser. We all gain something out of it. Look, I don't compete, but I gain a lot of things out of it. I get new friends. I get lots of enemies. I get, you know, I got to meet you properly, you know, since the last one. So lots of bartenders. I got the, you know, I saved millions numbers here, and you know, WhatsApping people, texting people, asking questions
So you're
all over the country. It's not only London.
You're the UKBG big data guy.
Well, I'm not the data guy, but I got actually lots of contacts now. And then obviously our media officer Ash is the one that you know, contacts all of them most of the time. So again, if you have any question, you either ask Ash at info at UKBG like .co.uk, or you can email me as well. And then I think you all received an email with my private contest as well. So that's the thing, you know, there's no winner or loser. You know, we really want everybody. The more members, the better. The more subscriber, the better.
So what are most of your members? Are they from all over the country? Is they equally represented? Because I know it's often, I used to work for brands, right? And often because of the sheer volume of bars and the amount going on in London, it can be difficult to get outside of London. Do you have like a lot of members up in the north and around the country?
Yeah, not as many. In fact, this is one appeal that we wanted to do. You know, we really need more members from the northern regions. Scotland, Wales as well.
From beyond the wall.
Yeah, Wales as well. And, you know, it's a UK Bartenders Guild. So,
yeah, so if say I'm in Scotland, right, and I'm working in Glasgow, or I'm working in Dufftown, or Aberdeen or something like that, which is, you know, that's distance from London. If they get through to the finals, you're bringing them down. You're covering.
We cover everything. Yeah.
Okay,
if he incur a night stay, we will cover that as well. If he's not, if he's close enough, we will get them to travel.
You're putting all the bartenders that have come from everywhere else together in one hotel for a night as well.
Not in the same room.
Not in the same room. No, but I mean.
Yeah, we did it with the final. They were, I think all of them were in the same hotel.
There's a lot of. I entered in a lot of competitions when I first started bartending, or when I first started bartending in this world of bartending. You know, the kind of networking, kind of global mixology kind of scene as it was seen, and when you're all staying in the same hotel and you're all from outside of a city, like I used to live in Brisbane in Australia when I was competing a lot, and I'd get flown down to Sydney for comps. And I'd meet people from Melbourne or from Adelaide, and because we're all staying in the same hotel, we kind of stayed together when we went out in town together. And because you're a group of like passionate bartenders, you're going to some of the bars you've heard so much about, you're getting to share it all together, you know? That's why I ask.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Often,
we did.
It's often something that people overlook.
The
most important thing is the friends that you make, the contacts you make, because some of the people I competed against 15 years ago, I'm still friends with now, you know, and when they come to London, we hang out.
Yeah. We did this. I think we were together the night before the final. So we got all the competitors, all the finalists coming from all over the country in one hotel. But then we met all together at the pub.
Yeah, it was really cool.
You know, for a few drinks and a quick chat. I know it was only one night, and then the day after we had a final and then the after party. But you know, it was nice to to have a couple of beers together and get to talk to other people that you don't normally talk with. So
it was really cool.
It's great. Yeah, and we did the same with the semi-finals.
I learned a lot from a couple of the finalists actually. I'm still trying to find my way to the Pig on the beach. It's not easy to get a booking there.
Well, we can put you in contact with them. And,
oh no,
yeah.
I'm in
you are
I'm
okay.
in contact, but I need to. There's a couple of months wait to get a booking.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get there.
Yeah.
Right. So is there anything else that we need to cover? We've got the competition. All the rules will be on the UKBG website under events.
Yeah.
Signing up to the UKBG is free.
Yeah.
You don't have to wear white
But especially
gloves.
it's easy.
It's easy.
It's easy, and make sure, please, enter your all your details correctly. From a phone number, email address, home address, like a door number, and if you do change, please let us know, and then we update the system.
The door numbers so that you can send samples out to them
Yeah,
when it comes time.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not going to turn up and be like, hey.
One more thing. Check your emails, check your spam, and then check your messages, because I know that in a company where we use DPD this time, we might use a different one, but normally they do send you a tracking number and a message on the day of the delivery, making telling you where they are and what time they will be delivering, the delivery window. So it's important that you are at home. If you are not, just redirect it to a different address or a different day, but please look after that, because we won't be able, if it comes back to to our depot here in London, we won't be able to send it back again on time. You might miss it.
So you got a comment, Oliver. I think it's Eardley. I'm sorry if I've Eardley of Oliver Ardley, and don't know how to pronounce it. I started in Cumbria before I moved to London, and I felt a true part of the UKBG still up north.
Beautiful.
Which is great.
Thanks, Oliver. Yeah.
I love these comments.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, that's actually an example of.
Oh, and Claudia said you made her giggle. Lifetime of memories and friendships. So you guys have been in the UKBG for a while, right?
As a member, yes, but as a part of it, no, since May last year.
Oh, you say so you were a member of the UKBG, but when you say a part of it, like logistics and
Yeah,
because you're doing a lot of logistics, right?
Operation logistics, yeah, we cover usually, yeah.
You're
Obviously, I do, get some help from all the board members.
Yeah.
But yeah, normally, yeah, look after those, yeah.
Okay, because it's a big task.
It can be very big. I mean, the national competition was a big one.
Yeah, I think it's really funny because I still don't understand how I got involved. Like Ash was like, "Hey, come along," and
I invited you to the seminar.
Yeah,
Remember
you
that?
invited me to the seminar, and once I was there, I was like, "This is cool! Like, all the cool kids are here." I've been bartending a long time, and I feel like I have a talent for spotting people that are career bartenders, which I think made me a good brand ambassador. Because as a brand ambassador, you're going out and you're training people on your product, right? Like you're going to do training, and if they're only going to be there a week, then that's you've lost that time.
Yeah.
But you get a sense after a while for like this person is here for life. Right, you get a sense for when someone's around for a long time, and I would be biased. I'm not going to lie. If I think someone's a career bartender and I can pay my attention to them and give them, let's say, deeper information than I normally would, I would stay the extra time and give them every bit of information I can, and then take them out for drinks afterwards and answer any questions they've got, because it's unfair to go too deep with people that I've only been here a week. It's just going to be boring for them.
No, absolutely.
And you want to inspire the 1 weekers to want to stay in the hospitality industry. But I'd often take them out. And when I turned up for that training, there was like, I'm not going to name names, but like it felt like a room of lifers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone was like there for real.
Yeah. It was good. Yeah, it was great. And then we will do more like that. We will do a lot more. Yeah, that was just the beginning. I think it really 2021, once the pandemic started to slow down a bit and the hospitality open again, we moved moving quite fast. As the UKBG is moving quite fast. And again, we need more people to make sure that we get more out of it. And you get more out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess like if having come from a brand background, if I was going to talk to the UKBG and say, hey, I want to run a competition, I want to sponsor an event, I want to sponsor some training, the bigger audience you have, the more I can ask my managers for a bit of budget and support, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So the individual benefits from having a bigger audience.
And then it's not only about competitions. You can be a brand and get in touch with us if you just want to do a seminar, and we don't need to always do a competition, it's just a training day, maybe from their distillery.
And if we get really savvy at the live streaming, the commenty bits, then
Yeah.
you could do a seminar for everyone in the country every time.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
really good.
we you know
Okay, one last question.
the prize,
The prize. Yeah.
main
Like,
prize.
We've got I just realized we haven't looked at our whiteboard at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
We didn't look at the whiteboard. I just
It's
see
good.
it
Usually-
there, and I'm
you
like,
usually-
it's so great to have this whiteboard. It's so cool. I feel so formal. Well, so on the whiteboard, hey, look, we covered it. We covered a few.
We covered
things.
everything.
Philosophy. And
Yeah, we did.
And then, wait, what's 4 free steps? Oh yeah. you
Yeah, I
talked
did.
about
I
3
covered
steps. You're
everything.
good.
Yeah.
It's like we knew what we were doing, but we really were just winging it. We were a little bit late because we're just winging it. You know. That's how
Yeah,
we roll.
yeah.
So last question. Prize.
The prize.
Because prize, like you're cutting yourself out.
Sorry.
You sit back down.
Ah.
Don't get too
Okay.
excited.
All right. I
Right?
see.
I've got it on
Out of
face
focus there.
priority, but not face only, unfortunately. I put new firmware in all my cameras right before I started the live feed, which is why the colors aren't exactly the same. Right. So now,
Prize number
Well, how's
one.
that taste, by the
Super.
way?
Yeah. You finished yours.
Yeah, mine's gone ages ago. I thought the cherry was a bit
No,
overwhelming.
the thing of
Kind of
salt.
did-
That salt
yeah,
really,
boom,
you know,
took it
brought
back
the
out.
ingredients together. Yeah.
I'm a winging it kind of guy.
Maybe you can leave your the recipe on.
I don't know the recipe.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, the prize, main prize, trip to Japan. Yeah. Who doesn't like a trip to Japan?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
If you haven't been to Japan, go to Japan.
Yeah.
Or if you can't afford to go to Japan, enter this competition. Put everything you've got into it. Give the best presentation of your life, and then you might get to go to Japan.
Yeah. So yeah, trip to Japan. Obviously, you know, COVID permitting. At the moment, the borders are closed, but as soon as they open, JSS will take the winner to Japan for an educational trip and learning about these beautiful products and their
That's
drinking
really
culture.
amazing.
That's one thing. Number two, and you will win a voucher. £100 voucher to spend at the Londoner Hotel at 8, which is the bar and
Yeah,
restaurant
beautiful.
where we're going to host the final. Number 3, you will win an educational training on sake by the UKBG sake master Miko Komatsu. That is a fantastic. We won't be able to tell you more, but it's one of training on sake category. So
Okay,
that
cool.
is something that I think you shouldn't miss.
Very cool. And I just realized one last thing. If I'm not competing, I've got my friends competing, and I want to come to the competition because I'm asking for my own reasons here. I'm going to be live streaming the competition. So if you can't make it to the competition, in 14th of March, was it?
14th, yeah.
14th of March. So if you can't make it to the competition, fortunately, it's 3 days before St. Patrick's Day instead of a day after St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to be on form for this competition. But if you can't make it to the competition, we're going to be live streaming it. If you can, are people allowed to join and be in the audience?
We will announce, well, I already announced it, like the 8th at the Londoner will be the venue that is going to host our final. So you're all welcome to come there. We will send more information on our social about timing and everything else. Just one thing, is a 5-star luxury hotel. So from the moment you step in, just keep it, formal in a way. But we will be on the top floor, and we will have a beautiful view of London. Hopefully, will be sunny as well, and not cloudy and rainy and windy like today. But
Look, I just
can't
want the
guarantee
video-
that.
I just want
Can't
the video
promise.
to look good. So the more sunny it is, the harder it is for me.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's overcast, I've got consistent light coming through.
You're right. Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, it will be there, and just consider the environment where you're in.
And also, a competition. You enter a competition. You don't think it's you're going to win, and then somehow you get through to the next stage, and you're at the next stage, and you're thinking, I'm not going to win this. There's thousands of pounds on the line. This is a trip to Japan. Have faith in yourself. I once entered a competition that I didn't think I was going to win, and I won, right? And I kept my trophy because it was a gold-plated Galliano trophy, right? The most phallic thing I own. And because of how ridiculous this trophy was, look at it. Look, Adamo, hold that. Look, doesn't it inspire? Doesn't it inspire you?
It's great, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's gold
Look,
plated.
there is always the lack of the beginner as well.
The what?
The lack of the beginner, you know. So even if it's your first
beginner's
competition,
luck,
you know, and
you've
it's
got a
great.
puncher's chance, you know. I was more or less
Hottest bartender 2007.
Yeah. It was like a bartender of the year competition, but
Fantastic.
yeah, you know. But look, and you know, I think the difference between me and the other guys, everyone kept saying Giuseppe Galliano was created this product, and I was like one of the last ones to go on. I was like, Giuseppe Galliano did not create the product. It was named after him. He was a war hero. It was Arturo Vaccari who invented the product, and they were like, all the other bartenders were like, oh, this guy. Anyway, I also opened a soda bottle with my belt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a really ridiculous competition. You had to have X Factor, and I was like, I don't have any X Factor. I don't own my own bar. I don't have the palate. Jay Lambert made the best drink by like 10,000 miles. I made a vanilla mojito. You had to use Galliano vanilla, but my vanilla mojito had like a vanilla bean straw, so I cut the ends off of bourbon vanilla beans that I got from Papua New Guinea.
Carved it.
And I pushed the vanilla beans out, and then you had this hollowed out vanilla beans, and then I dehydrated it.
Yeah, so hard.
Then I pulled the other straw out from the inside, and I had the vanilla beans separately that I've made bitters out of, and I had a vanilla bean straw. So on the day, I'm like, I'm going to use a vanilla bean straw, you know, #sustainability in 2007.
You got the X Factor.
No, and then my X Factor, I walked out from behind the bar and I was like, I can open a bottle of soda water with my waist. And I opened it using a belt buckle that had a bottle opener, and I went, and it popped open. It was.
And there you go, this phallic thing.
Yeah, I got that. But there was 5 judges. One of them was a bartender, Jason Crawley, legend, totally knows his stuff, amazing bartender. The other 4 were like models and like PR girls from like magazines and stuff. So and they were just there to have a bit of fun, and they liked mojitos, obviously, because the other drinks were all bitter and really kind of serious. Yeah. But I knew who the judges were. Okay. You know, so I was making drinks for people that just want a nice, easy tasting drink that they understand. Who are the judges?
That's we didn't write it.
I didn't write that.
No, we will announce them very, very soon. We will announce it 2 weeks before the final.
Okay, so people have the opportunity. The judges are announced before the cocktail recipes need to be finalized? Because you see where I'm coming from?
No. We won't let the people create the cocktail based on the judge. The judges will be industry experts. Okay. Yeah, from different sides, you know, from from the JSS. Obviously, we will have people like industry figures, like proper bar people. Yep. So we will announce them from the 1st of March, which is the day that we're gonna announce the finalists. So you can always, anyway, you will prepare your speech and all your whatever, you know, few details you will have to prepare for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, it's been now an hour. Adamo.
Oh.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks to you. Any questions or anything?
If there's any more questions, guys, this is the time to send them through. But yeah, this has been loads of fun.
It's great.
You know? It's really funny because I was so nervous at the beginning because, as you can see, I was running around like a crazy person, and all of my things had reset themselves.
Yeah, everything worked perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah, it all. Well, we don't know. You find out after the fact. I didn't decide to put myself in a little bubble until later because I've seen that camera was kind of.
Is it what people are seeing? Is it?
That's
they seeing me and you. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Well, I have 10 things in front of me, so I don't know which one they're looking at.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I got 4 cameras in my face, and
there's a lot going on.
But it's great, yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, look. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want it?
Yeah. No. Again, if you have any questions, get in touch. Get in touch with us, and we, we might not cover something
Would you like
today.
To shop for the road?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Have you ever heard of my tequila?
No.
It's delicious, man.
Oh. Can you show it?
I can try. Let's see whether this one does it.
Dai. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
The Dean Callan Show.
Right.
Cool, fantastic. Thanks so
Right,
much.
so
And yeah, get in touch if you have any questions. It's something that we haven't covered. More questions. Even if we cover something you're not sure, please get in touch. Thank you.
And sign up. UKBG.
Yeah. Beautiful.
It's good stuff, right?
Yeah, very.
Ooh. Actually, that's really nice. God, I forgot about. I haven't had one of those in a while. See you later, everybody. Have a nice day.
Bye bye. Ciao.